Hello out there, and welcome back to Beacon Pines. My name is Eric Haverkamp with Perspective Gaming, and today's episode might have a little bit of a different energy because I recorded this session of the game once already and lost the game footage. So rather than try and fake it out or whatever, I'm just going to be honest and say I've played through this section before and I'm about to play through it again. So my energy may be a little different than usual, but we're going to make do and have fun anyway. Let's go.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I think I left that water on. Could have been Gran. I think I left that water on. I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Sorry about that. Back. No Gran out here. Doot, 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 doot. I love the little jumpy, stompy Gran. Roxy came over. She was worried about him, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I helped look for him. Ooh, he's no longer doing his jaunty, stompy run I was talking about. Turns out Rolo's safe and sound. Talking to no one because I'm nervous. Whew. I'd have been in big trouble if Gran had caught me out this late. Good thing Gran's definitely asleep.
Luca
And not
was
missing.
alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess.
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass.
Ooh, delicious.
"We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb.
Okay.
Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice."
Thank you.
With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple.
Interesting.
The wrong choice.
Hey.
But I respect it.
Well, that's nice, but also, meh.
The pond began to freeze over.
What kind of bee was that?
Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right.
I've only got a limited pool of options right now. I haven't discovered all the words yet. Don't be too critical.
Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was."
I mean, that's fair.
"Dad, we have to go." Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run." The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands.
He has poor reaction speed.
"That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize.
You sometimes freeze to death for no reason.
You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass.
This ain't gonna end well.
Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean? The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. Luca's eyes
Morse
struggled
code.
to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Somebody grabbed me yesterday. What the man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of, I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in, for now at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No! Trust? Hold on, something's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need the treehouse. The treehouse.
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse.
Can't go up here. No. Gotta move on forwards.
Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
So, we all understand our roles? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Hiram, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Harris Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Pause. Zoom. Nothing. Gran? Why are you meeting with Miss Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca! Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift with the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned a festival? Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I love her so much. I will. Aren't you coming out? No, I'm going to stay out here for a bit longer. Come out of the closet. See you, Luca. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. And I believe that's all the far I can chase them because I need to get mission control. Yerp. Time to get to mission control. Do 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 do. Doodly dee dee dee. Sploosh, splash, splosh, splosh, sploosh, splash. Sploosh does not appear to be a word. Wrong button. Rollo. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Uh-oh. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you... Oh boy, the accent's already gone. It's been too long. How could you hurt something that's already dead? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy?
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to... I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second. And I get to be like this forever. There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day? With his positive attitude and the power of friendship? None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. Chased me all the way through Weep Wood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! No, I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? Don't be sarcastic. No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were gonna go to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here. I'll see what they want. There's so many. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them. And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with a creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why are you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that?
Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option he had left. And yes, this is still the only option I have, so I chose it the first time because it was the only option, and it still is.
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the Mission Control Defense Cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
End this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That
Yeah.
escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here.
I don't know, man.
Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay. So I can change either hazardous hectoring or Warehouse of Horrors. And as you can probably see from the question mark there, I chose to do Warehouse of Horrors first to sort of see what happens on this other branch if you choose Struggle. So we'll continue that way until we catch up to where I was, and then I will be able to record the new episodes fresh. This is a story about Struggle. Replay the branch.
This is a story about struggle. Luca
That's a
could
really
hear
nice
machine
option.
Humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile. He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg.
Ouch.
He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask.
Oh, I didn't catch that the first time. If the glass cracked, maybe the hazmat person's been infected.
With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once.
Probably
on the
not.
long run home.
Given that Luca seems to be fine.
Chapter 3. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. And another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. They are definitely not poisoned. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. Guess that's not the jam. Guess that's not the jam. So we know that the phone call changes based on this. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. So that's her calling the heiress. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So what'd you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it'd be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo, I gotta deliver these to town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control, the treehouse. Roger that, Space Cadet. And he's gone forever. I say that facetiously, but also kind of truthfully. We don't see him again in this episode, I don't believe. Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. They were... Just watch where you step, okay? I don't think I can go up to Mission Control. Ooh, maybe. You think jam would make good bait? Guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. Yada dot 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 blamp. Oh, it's weird that you can go to mission. Wow, you can just go anywhere with the jam, huh? I didn't even try this. Hope it doesn't spoil. You can even jump with the jam. That's very funny. Oh, it maintains your jump through loading screens. That's interesting. You can tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. I like this jaunty music. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly! What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that's the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing the town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am, and you know change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression that this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Doo-doo-doo-dee. Anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Yes, character that is just a veiled metaphor for what's going on. We understand. Nothing to say today? That's too bad. These are some cool characters. I hope we get to meet them a little more. Don't go into the History Museum again. You have to watch the whole thing again. It's unskippable. It's a nightmare. Ah! How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice cream from? I don't know, somewhere cold? How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Already have the achievement, but achievement for kicking the watermelon.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Yee!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, those ones on top? She wrote your name on
Mr.
them.
Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me!
reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste! Okay, should I finish? I should finish my deliveries. Of course! Of
He
course!
leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. I do not know if the mic even picked up that whisper. I'll find out. You may just see me lean in like a weirdo. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up? They got you on jam delivery, yeah? Yep. Have you seen the new kid around town yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr in Perennial Harvest, and the other's working for Eris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. You're the best. You get to the bottom of this case. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Of course, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Carr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah, that can't possibly go wrong. Well, Vin, my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your grand not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your ma how to cook back in the day. May not even remember, but you and her used to come out, help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron and taking orders. This whole situation just breaks my heart. What happened with Eleanor? Got a feeling she's out there somewhere, yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see
Mrs.
here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Ah, they even have my name on them. How
She
thoughtful.
carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. And for those of you playing along at home, we got a word from that interaction the first time I went through it. I believe it was help, but I can't remember for sure because it's been like a week because I didn't feel up to recording this again. But yeah, we got a word there, so we do have a few extra new words here and there from this session that might not pop up on screen if you're wondering where a word came from. Library books all read already. Hey, kiddo. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Otto motioned to the book in front of him.
The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. You're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen the new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is you're going to love it. All right, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Jace! But, got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. Yeah, I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that
Nuncreed
case,
snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see your gran. You weird creep. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple? Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Just try to keep up, okay? Hey, what a crazy coincidence. He is my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza stop in the whole world is Pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh, yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that your children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him if he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet by the big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Good morning, Jeff.
What's so good about it? Another day.
I have a cat. No. Cat tried to ruin the recording for the second time. Not that she ruined it the first time, but it was ruined once.
Another day down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on, Ella, it's not all that bad. The festival's coming up.
The festival. Old man Valentine used to cockamamie me shindigs all the time. Where'd that get us?
Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town.
Far as I see it, the difference between Old Valentine Company and the new Perennial Harvest outfit.
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
The difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But those are both garbage.
Exactly.
Why did you have those in your pockets? Hi, bird. Hello, bird. Big tubbo bird up there. Ho there, little buddy. What brings you to this neck of the woods? Oh, I was just wandering around a bit. Wandering? How wonderful! Children and their wonderful wandering. Oh, to be young. Anyways, I can't let you pass just now. Top secret business that way.
Mr. Kerr winked with a wry smile.
I'm just yanking your chain. Perennial Harvest is just making a few
He gave
improvements.
Luca an energetic thump on the shoulder.
Better head home now. Our harvest awaits. I'm not hiding anything sinister. So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's an empty and boring? It's turning Jewish. Oi! What a waste. My mom said that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the Foul Harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this Howl Farvest. I did it again! I did that in the first recording. I said Howl Farvest. Ah! This Howl Farvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to have to explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You looked like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle
Duck
that.
took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills.
All right, so that is this episode. I've caught myself back up, so everything from here on out will be me reacting the first time unless I somehow mess up the recording again, which shouldn't happen. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, nonsense. Thanks for joining, and have a great day. Bye!